I've started noticing lately that few things really matter. And I'm not looking at this in a depressing way, though my words right now sound depressing. I'm looking at this more, in a positive light. Why waste time on feeling embarrassed, feeling bad about past events, or fear of the future? You know, the could have beens, that's the thing that haunts us. But does it really even matter? In my opinion, no. Have you noticed how short people's attention span is? People are so self involved these days that you shouldn't flatter yourself thinking that you take up more than a few minutes in their mind. So, what does this mean? Well, for me, this means that you should free yourself to live the best life that you can for yourself. Show your family and friends love and give them attention. Because in the end, they're the ones that are actually thinking about you. In a way, that is so freeing. Focus on now because that is the only real thing. Tomorrow hasn't happened, and the past is, well, the past. So live now. And now for an update on my week. Well, I spent most of the week preparing for Thanksgiving. I don't know why I get so stressed out about that. You know, when you have a large family, there's just so many things that need to get done that it just, I guess it can be really stressful. I also like to be very involved, so I stress myself out probably a little bit more than I should. I like to make sure that everyone's having fun, and that's a lot of work. I also got my father to finally stay over. That was a lot of fun, and I won't forget that anytime soon. Then, as per our tradition, we got our Christmas tree set up, and that in itself can be kind of a headache just because of where I store my Christmas tree. But I love the end result, so I'm all about that. There's something about Christmas that makes me feel just so happy and thankful. Plus, just like in Halloween, the Christmas movies are just great. So, there's that. Well, let's talk a little bit about goals now. I'm still struggling with working out and food. What can I say? I love food so much. It's comforting to me. Not to mention, it's a big part of how I relax after work. So I have to find a way to kind of balance this out because, I don't know how to explain it, but the thing is that every time I eat, well, after I eat, I have like a giant bowl of cereal after. This is kind of counter to what I need to do, but after a day of work, it just feels so good to like eat. Like right now, talking about it, I want Captain Crunch so bad. But anyways, the workouts are getting better. I'm definitely building a routine, and this routine seems to be changing weekly, but a routine nonetheless. And that's it. Not much after that. A lot of this week came down to preparing for Thanksgiving, and it was so much fun. I'm happy about that. An extra thought that I have is that my son said something to me a couple weeks ago that kind of stuck with me. We were in the car and he asked me, "Why don't you go out a lot? And if I don't get bored just being home?" He added that he could never be like me. That got me thinking. He's right. I need to go out more. I focus so much on my family, and that's not a bad thing, but sometimes I forget that there's a world out there. I have to make an effort to get out there, more often, you know. Let's just see what happens with that. But he's not wrong. And now let's talk about the drawing hands challenge that I gave for myself. For most of the week, I stayed strong and powered through a lot of them. I can definitely see improvement, if not for the actual drawing, then the process of how comfortable I am getting them done. I even made 2 posts on YouTube to celebrate that I was getting them done. I stayed committed, but admittedly, for the last 2 days, I got really distracted with some side projects. I need to relax and, stop trying to be good at everything. Just focus on a few things and push on that. For me, it's my journaling and my family life. I can do this. I'm really looking forward to finishing this self-imposed challenge, though I'm happy to see that so far I'm sticking to everything that I said I would. Alright, that's it for this entry. I guess if I had something to tell future me, is just to focus on a few things and don't overreach. Have fun with life. Don't try too hard.